Okay, knight, sorry, 93 check. I have to move away from the check. First option is king d4, knight c2, king c3, knight a3, but then at b takes c6. The pawn on b5 takes c6. There's knight b5 check, a6, and then c7 promotion. King d3 seems a bit too safe. King d3, knight d5, b takes c6, knight takes b4, king c4, and knight takes c6, and I lose the pawn. So king d4, king d4, knight d5, attacking my b4 pawn. King d4, knight d5, b takes c6, knight takes b4, and then c7, knight c7. No, knight c7 is not even possible. King d4, knight d5, king d4, knight d5, b takes c6. I don't see the continuation. King d4, knight d5, b takes c6, knight f4, and then just c7, knight e6, king d5. You can't take the bishop, can't take the pawn. So I don't see where the whilst not winning. Should be winning. Hello Ruben Bueno Cortes. I'm good and you? Yeah, I'm just doing some puzzles on chess tempo for an upcoming tournament. Just trying to stay fresh. I have I have this bishop versus knight pawn in game. And there's a few options I have, but I have this one option, king d4, and there's two continuations, king d4, there's knight d5, and there's knight c2 check. You can't draw arrows here though on chess tempo. You are the match. What do you mean by that? I'm gonna go king d4. I don't see the problem. King d4, knight g2 doesn't do anything, so I think it's king d4. Yeah, king d4, knight c2, and I said king c3. King c3, knight a3, and okay, pick up the knight. Okay, so basically I had to limit the knight squares. Yeah, just limit the knight squares. Next one, let me first read what it says. You teach about the game. Sometimes I teach, but I'm more of a player than a coach. Hi, Leandre Sumantha. Okay, I'll go to the next puzzle. Okay, so 95, blocking my bishop, and threatening knight takes e7 check, folding my king and my queen. How do I take advantage? Well, if I want to save my bishop, I play bishop takes f5, and then this e takes f5. I can't take back. If I play g takes f5, there is just g6, f takes, rook takes, and the house is falling. I can play G takes f5, E takes, and bishop takes. That is not an ideal position. I have to calculate. Are you German? No, I'm not German, but I have a German surname. Yeah, I might be. Sorry for the English. No, no, it's alright. It's alright. I understand what you're saying. You're Spanish. Wow. From Spain. There's a lot of Spanish countries. Are you from Spain? So, if I play G takes f5, you can take back, but I take, if G takes f5, this E takes f5, and bishop takes f5, G6, and I just play F takes G6. I'm not going to take with the bishop, take with the pawn, open up the file for the rook. And if G takes f5, king takes h6, king takes h3, there is f takes e4 check, king moves, and I can take the knight. Maybe I can speak a little English. Yes, and I live in Costa Rica. Wow, Costa Rica. That's in South America. That's very far from where I am. Is Costa Rica a small country? So my main idea is G takes f5, E takes f5, G takes f5, E takes f4, bishop takes. I think about bishop takes is knight h4. Knight h4, I can just go back to g4, f3, and it's like very passive position. Yeah, Costa Rica is very far, but they're good at football. I remember watching them in the World Cup, many in the 2014 World Cup with Keylor Navas, former Real Madrid goalkeeper. Bishop f5, ef5, bishop f5, ef5, and then I don't know what to do because f6 is coming, or maybe even f takes g6, and I'm losing a pawn in that position. I want to take with the pawn because it just feels better. Um, G takes f5, E takes, bishop takes, knight h4, bishop d3, g6, and then queen takes h4. G takes h7, king takes h7. I think I'm alright. Bishop takes d3, and I play c takes d3, not knight takes because there is. I can tell knight takes because the queen is on h4 blocking the fourth rank. Yes, in 2014 the goalkeeper. Yeah, Kaylen Navas. I'm from South Africa. It's in Africa. right at the bottom. It must be very late or midnight there in Costa Rica. What time is it there? Because it's basically 9 o'clock here in the morning. It's quite late in the morning. So what I'll do, I'll take the knight with the pawn. Okay, and then I want to close the position. Just want to close it. But now that my h5 pawn is hanging, I can play bishop g4, f3. I don't think this one hit. I didn't see the immediate knight h4. I thought knight h4 move 3. I can't take the pawn on e4 because this queen takes h5. Bishop g4 and this f3. Bishop g4, f3, f5, f5 to f4. This queen h5, followed by g6, f takes, knight takes, or even rook takes. It's just losing. Bishop, bishop g4 sacrificing the, or just like stopping the bishop. You traveled Costa Rica in 2012. 2012, 12 years ago. That's a long time. So my main idea here is bishop g4, f3, bishop g4, f3, knight g5, f g4, hg4. No, 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 no. Bishop g4, f3. Bishop takes g5. Bishop takes g5. F takes g4, and I play f takes g4. The knight's hanging, but I'm safe. That's all that matters. Safety. I'm up a piece now, and I think I'll be up 3 pawns, which I think is a good trade. See you later, bro. I can sleep. Good night. See you later. Good night. Don't forget to pray before you sleep. You have to pray before you sleep. So what I want to do is I play bishop g4. Okay, there's it. Wow, a 2000 rated puzzle. Yeah, defensive. Well, I've been studying defensive lately because my defense has been lacking. So I think it's a thematic move. Okay, that was a strong puzzle. Very nice. Okay, number three. Number three. So my opponent plays, not my opponent. The puzzle is bishop takes a5, taking a pawn. Okay. The reason I'm yawning so much because I haven't slept since it's been 24 hours since I slept. She couldn't sleep, so I decided to do some puzzles. I tried to sleep, but I couldn't sleep. But I'm getting the puzzles right, so I might be doing something right. So looking at the position, I'm up a pawn, but my pieces are inactive. Knight's being attacked, I can move it back to c6, but knight c6, knight e5, knight e5, d e5. If I play e6, I can play rook c5, rook c5, queen c5, bishop takes e5, but there is rook d5, and I'm losing because of a fork. My bishop on e5 and my queen on d7. Yeah, it's not. Don't want to lose a piece for a pawn. I have knight c2 attacking the queen, and I can take the rook next. But where does my knight retreat to? Um, rook c5, d c5, knight to knight c6, bishop c3, knight c3, bishop, knight c6, bishop c3. Don't want to trade off bishops. I got a weak isolated d pawn. Oh, okay, I see now. I see what the puzzle is. I see what it is. Rook c5, d c5, and queen a4, hitting the bishop on a5 and the rook on d1. Most likely. Most likely. I cannot confirm or deny it. I can play I can play queen a4 immediately because if rook c5 there is bishop e4, bishop b4, rook c7. I pick up the exchange, but I feel like I can win a piece. Rook c5, d c5, queen a4, bishop b4, queen d1, king g2. Queen a4, queen queen a4, queen c1, queen a4, queen c1, rook c5. If queen c4, then queen d1 check, and if dc5, there's queen a5, queen takes a5. I feel like I'm winning a piece no matter what. Rook c5, bishop b4, rook b5, queen e7, queen e7, rook e8, bishop a3, and I don't win the pawn on g2. So I don't, but I can play rook c5, bishop b4, and rook c7, bishop a5, and like rook c6, knight e5, bishop e5. I'm up in exchange and a pawn. This is the puzzle. That's what I'm thinking about simplifying. But there's a tactic which I see that I can win a piece, but I don't know how to win the piece. There's different move orders, so I'm trying to calculate that which one is correct. I was thinking the immediate queen a5, queen c1, queen a5, queen c1, rook c5, dc5. I have queen a5, and if queen c5, I have queen d1. I see now. If I play queen a4, there's rook dc1, and if I take rook takes c5, there's just rook takes c5. So the solution is rook takes c5 first, not queen a4, because the other rook can come to the c file and protect the other rook on c5. So I only win in exchange. Unfortunately, I hope I'm right. Okay. Yep. Only an exchange. That's unfortunate. Yeah. Okay, I'm calling it the morning. It's only been 25 minutes, but I have to go somewhere quickly. I have to finish something. Thank you everyone that joined the stream. It was a short stream, but thank you and